And welcome on back to Galint Melee Open Fall Edition. We're working our way through the East Coast pools right now. We're probably getting to top 32 not terribly long from now, but we're still working our way through pools. We've seen a lot of fun sets so far. We're going to get right back to it. Celios still here, joined by All Chat Esports' own Hada. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. I think we're going to get our next match pretty shortly. I know we got okay. But I think we're going to get Faust gameplay coming up very, very soon for this next one as we're kind of getting production set up for it. But hope you all been having a good time. It's been fun so far. I'm feeling good about this next bit.
Yeah, on deck, we do have Faust versus Pound. I believe we're getting locked and loaded for that real quick. So we're expecting Jigglypuff. Don't know too much about Pound, but it looks like we actually have a Falco. So Falco versus Puff. And we're going to hop straight on into it. Faust, I believe the best current Puff in Canada. If I don't know how contested that is, so if there's any Canadian residents in the chat, please let me know if I am shooting hot garbage or if I'm shooting the truth.
Definitely, I know one of the better ones I know about. At least on the east side of Canada, probably the best puff they have right now. I'm not sure about the west side of Canada compared to the east, but I know definitely one of the puffs you see a lot at like stuff like all the Toronto events, because I know they're based around that area. So Faust definitely been staying active. Somebody I also met at when I went to get on my level. Very, very nice dude too. I know he commentated that as well, but I know we didn't commentate together. Just all around really good person. Very active in the scene too. I know they've played sets to people like Zuppy, Moki around that scene, so pretty experienced.
Ooh, hitting him with this up air string, carrying him all the way off the left side of the stage, and covers that side view forward there. Faust, 69%, but 2 stocks up.
Saw earlier, someone had 69% got a quick 0 to death after that. Can Faust gonna carry that tradition? Will they be able to get one for themselves? Let's see. Nah, there goes 69%. There's the trade. And yeah, I think I always think about this matchup too, is how it trades CP with Falco. Puff Falco trades can kind of go either way, but I know Falco kind of gets the beneficiaries of those some of the time, especially at such high percents like that too.
Hitting them with the barrel roll kick forward smash, going to clean up stock number 1 for their side. But a mistech into rest. Faust and no punish dies off the top star KO. Faust 3 stocks with very minimal damage on their 3rd stock, and flat tech chase. Oh, just narrowly missing that reaction tech chase rest on that right side platform. But Faust immediately layering on this pressure.
I also like the Pound. I'm not sure that's potential going for the side B, but Faust kind of saw and just air dodged in place and does get the RTC and gets that rest real quick in that one. So only really one hiccup there getting killed from the trade, but Faust looking really good with that one. Seeing a couple of RTCs, killing a lot of good aerial flow charts. Looking good so far for Canada's own. We're going to go right into game 2. We're going to Yoshi's for this one, which is the traditional Falco counter. I feel like most of the time I know you're in the best 2, you're probably going to ban something like Stadium, or maybe even this stage, but I feel like we've seen people like HBox come here in plenty of sets, and he's pretty comfortable with it. And yeah, even that 0 rest at low percents, we even won't kill that at that percent. So good DI from Pound to lift that too.
Yeah. So another puff that likes to go Yoshi's actually is Geedy from Southern California, and splits their time in Colorado actually. We'll just go and say, hey, do you want to start Yoshi's against most players in a best of 5? Just knows that they're very confident in their rest setups, very confident in their micro spacing, especially in scrap situations. So Faust might have the same mentality by leaving Yoshi's open against Falco.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like I said, Falcons used to traditionally love this stage boo, like I was kind of alluding to earlier. But you see, like at a high level, even like you see a lot of puffs come here, they still kind of make things work, like the small space. Some puffs are also kind of like built for like this kind of close quarter combat. When you just do stuff like that, that's where Falco kind of shines in the stage. But I've
seen
puffs
shining. That double shine off the top is going to be the marquee finisher for early stocks against Puff and Peach and other floaties. And gonna go ahead and find another rest to go ahead and tie up that 2 apiece. Faust, looking pretty contested here on this Yoshi Story game.
Yeah, Pound looking pretty good, but again gets the reaction on the tech and just gets that quick kill. I'm used to seeing people just go for the grab instead. But whew, Pound's looking good, but Pound even is still pretty competitive. You got Puff at a pretty good percent too. If you're Falco trying to get like a good forward smash out there, or even like a down tilt, you can catch them in their movement. That would be kind of the big one right now. There's the grab and does get the rest, and Faust keeps it together just when Pound starts trying to get some gears turning. But no, Faust keeps together and is going to get that 2-0 and going to be moving on.
Yeah, Faust looking like a real type of beast, and really cool implementation of catching that tech in place with rest, even on a grounded tech chase, so not on a platform. But something that a lot of people are starting to bring into their RTC rest or RTC punish game is, especially on Fox and Falco, is they do kind of that one-armed like handstand sort of I guess, animation in the very beginning of their tech in place animation. And a lot of people react to them just going for that and pushing with that arm to start their tech in place animation. And so that's a little hint for you guys at home if you guys are really trying to get into if you're a Sheik player, if you're a Puff player, if you're really going for those reaction tech chase, or even in Spacey versus Spacey matchups, is that something to look out for? Is look out for that Spacey going for a little fancy, one-armed, handstand.
One-arm handstand. Practicing their gymnastics, trying to look good, but also you can just catch off their form and get that quick, get a regrab or get a rest depending on the character you're playing. So, I've seen plenty of Sheiks at a high level, even in the mid level too. Just they're gonna wait for that second place and make sure they go right for right. Because they don't get that grab, they're gonna get shined. Or if you're Puff and you miss the grab, or you grab when they're invincible, for example, shine pillar combo against Falco, or up smash against Fox, which is just makes you feel bad because the matchup was already pretty rough as it is. But yeah, Faust didn't let it get the better of him throughout that too. We saw especially the second game, a lot of just our reaction rests, or just you saw the RTC stuff. But we're gonna move on from that one. Our